Two men were climbing a mountain when they encountered a huge abyss. There was supposed to be a bridge here, but it was broken. One of the men began to think and stepped out onto a wooden plank. His friend, who was behind him, saw that the plank actually held the man's weight. Slowly, the friend stood up, and at that moment, the man also turned to look at his friend, which further strengthened the determination in both of their hearts. Next, they began to collect planks to build the wooden bridge. Then, the friend found some canvas. This action caught the attention of a little girl, but her father was very dismissive because many people had tried to cross to the other side but had all failed. Soon, the length of the bridge they built reached 20 meters. When the surrounding wooden planks ran out, they took axes and went into the forest to chop wood. From day to night, this also successfully drew the attention of more villagers. Although no one believed in them, the two men continued to work hard. Finally, the wooden bridge that the two men had built reached the middle section. They pushed a large stone together, and in the moment the ropes tightened, the first half of the bridge was completed. The two men were very excited and took out a signal gun, firing it into the sky. The villagers looked in the direction of the sound and cheered them on. However, that day they encountered a rare thunderstorm. Looking at the approaching storm, they knew the wooden bridge would definitely not withstand the ravages of the storm. So, the friend chopped fiercely at the stone pillar. The moment the rope broke, all the canvas billowed in the wind, and the entire bridge was lifted tens of meters into the air, level with the cliff. Next, the two men quickly threw their backpacks on and sprinted towards Hope. At this time, all the villagers ran into their houses, except for the little girl who clung to the fence, unwilling to leave. They sprinted quickly on the wooden bridge, but then a bolt of lightning struck the bridge. Fortunately, the two men were not hit, but the bridge began to burn fiercely. The ropes anchored to the trees on the cliff also started to break. Seeing this, the girl immediately ran over and grabbed the rope. But one person alone couldn't do anything. Then, the tree trunk was supported. It turned out that all the villagers had come over, even the father came to help. But the fire grew larger and larger. Fortunately, the man leaped and successfully reached the other side. Then, he turned around and waited for his teammate to arrive. But his friend slipped. The two men struggled to reach out to each other, but there was always a small gap between them. Then, the friend suddenly stopped. Look ahead and behind. So, he pulled out the signal gun from his waist and fired it into the sky. As the signal flare ascended, the friend fell into the abyss. All the villagers bowed their heads in sorrow. Suddenly, a red flame blossomed in the darkness. In the end, the friend used his own life to leave hope and courage for the villagers.